Daily Words of God. Satan uses these several methods to corrupt man. Man has knowledge and an understanding of some scientific principles. Man lives under the influence of traditional culture, and every human is an inheritor and transmitter of traditional culture. Man is bound to carry on the traditional culture given to him by Satan. And man also conforms with the social trends Satan provides to mankind. Man is inseparable from Satan, conforming with all that Satan does at all times, accepting its evil, deceit, malice, and arrogance. Once man came to possess these dispositions of Satan, has he been happy or sorrowful living among this corrupt mankind?
Sorrowful.
Why do you say that?
Because man is tied down and controlled by these corrupt things, he lives in sin and is engulfed in an arduous struggle.
Some people wear spectacles, appearing to be very intellectual. They might speak very respectably, with eloquence and reason. And because they have gone through many things, they might be very experienced and sophisticated. They might be able to speak in detail about matters great and small. They might also be able to assess the authenticity and reason of things. Some might look at the behavior and appearance of these people, as well as their character, humanity, conduct, and so on, and find no fault with them. Such people are particularly able to adapt to current social trends. Even though these people might be older, they never fall behind the trends of the times and are never too old to learn. On the surface, no one can find fault with such a person, yet inside they are utterly and completely corrupted by Satan. Though no external fault can be found with these people, though on the surface they are gentle, refined, and possess knowledge and a certain morality, and they have integrity, and though in terms of knowledge they are in no way inferior to young people, yet in regard to their nature and substance, such people are a full and living model of Satan. They are the spitting image of Satan. This is the fruit of Satan's corruption of man. What I have said may be hurtful to you, but it is all true. The knowledge man studies, the science he understands, and the means he chooses by which he fits in with social trends are without exception tools of Satan's corruption of man. This is absolutely true. Therefore, man lives within a disposition that is completely corrupted by Satan. And man has no way of knowing what God's holiness is or what God's substance is. This is because, on the surface, one cannot find fault with the ways Satan corrupts man. One cannot tell from someone's behavior that anything is amiss. Everyone goes about their work normally and lives normal lives. They read books and newspapers normally. They study and speak normally. Some people have learned a few ethics and are good at talking, are understanding and friendly, are helpful and charitable, and do not pick petty quarrels or take advantage of people. However, their corrupt satanic disposition is rooted deep within them, and this substance cannot be changed by relying on external effort. Because of this substance, man is not able to know God's holiness. And despite the substance of God's holiness being disclosed to man, man does not take it seriously. This is because Satan has, through various means, already come to completely possess man's feelings, ideas, viewpoints, and thoughts. This possession and corruption is not temporary or occasional. but is present everywhere and at all times. Thus, a great many people who have believed in God for 3 or 4 years, or even 5 or 6, still take these evil thoughts, views, logic, and philosophies that Satan has instilled in them as treasures, and are unable to let go of them. Because man has accepted the evil, arrogant, and malicious things that come from the nature of Satan, inevitably in man's interpersonal relationships, there are often conflicts, arguments, and incompatibility, which come about as a result of Satan's arrogant nature. If Satan had given mankind positive things, for example, if the Confucianism and Taoism of traditional culture that man has accepted were good things, similar types of people should be able to get along with one another after accepting those things. So why is there such a great divide between people who have accepted the same things? Why is that? It is because these things come from Satan, and Satan creates division among people. The things from Satan, no matter how dignified or great they appear on the surface, bring to man and bring out in man's life only arrogance, and nothing more than the deceit of Satan's evil nature. Is that not so? Someone who is able to disguise themselves, who possesses a wealth of knowledge, or who has a good upbringing, would still have a hard time concealing their corrupt satanic disposition. That is to say, no matter how many ways this person cloaked themselves, whether you thought of them as a saint, or if you thought they were perfect, or if you thought they were an angel, no matter how pure you thought they were, what is their real life like behind the scenes? What substance would you see in the revelation of their disposition? Without a doubt, you would see the evil nature of Satan. Is it admissible to say that?
Yes.
For example, suppose you know someone close to you who you thought of as a good person, perhaps someone you idolized. With your current stature, what do you think of them? First, you evaluate whether or not this type of person has humanity, whether they are honest, whether they have true love for people, whether their words and actions benefit and help others.
They do not.
What is the so-called kindness, love, or goodness that these people reveal? It is all false. It is all a facade. Behind this facade, there is an ulterior evil purpose, to make that person adored and idolized. Do you see this clearly?
Yes.